Hello board gamers of the world, welcome again to the Curious Box. Today this video is special, and it's special especially for me because I'm here to talk about Leiria Con. Leiria Con was the first convention, the first board game convention I have ever been, so it has a personal meaning. Besides that, it's the biggest Portuguese board game convention, and it is full of news, full of good things to enjoy, not only playing games, but its program, especially this year, it's very extent and very diverse. So stay there, because I'm telling you everything about all the activities, all the workshops, all the guests, everything. Stay tuned. So, Leiria Con, what's there to know about Leiria Con 2019? So, it happens between the 14th and the 17th of March of this year. So, next weekend, right next weekend. And why is Leiria Con now such a reference in terms of conventions, even internationally? Well, I will tell you why. First, it's organized by Spiel Portugal. Second, it's a huge board games meeting. Third, it happens in a beautiful location. It's right at the center of Portugal, close to Leiria, in Praia da Vieira. It's close to a beach, in a hostel, a huge hostel, very good one, close to the beach. So it's a beautiful place. Also, there will be lots of tournaments, demonstrations of games, prototypes, many prototypes, including some of the most expected of the year. They will be there. Lots of guests. There will be given the Meeple de Prata, which is the biggest right now. I think it's the biggest award, games award in Portugal. There will be a children area. There will be the Leiria Talks. There will be so many things. So let me tell you about each point I just referred to. As I said, Leiria Con happens this weekend. It's organized by Spiel Portugal, and it is mostly or firstly a big board games meeting. It happens in a hotel, a big hotel, and with very good conditions. There will be many rooms for games, and big rooms, and of course always someone to explain the games from the organization. There will also be a space for kids. There was already last year, but I heard this year it's in a different spot, and it's a really big room for kids to play safely there. Of course, there will be always someone there to watch them, so they will be even safer. So there will be no problem. Parents, you can bring also your kids. There are many kids games which are worth trying, even for adults. I totally recommend this children area. Don't miss it. Also, this convention, it happens in a very beautiful place of the country. It's close to Leiria. Leiria is one historical big city in Portugal. It's right in the center, so it's not so far from Lisbon in case you want to visit Lisbon. And it's not that far from, for example, Porto, which is the second biggest city of Portugal. So it's in the middle of everything. And Leiria is also a very beautiful and historical city itself. So the convention will happen a few kilometers away from Leiria in a beach called Praia da Vieira. It's a very calm place and a very pleasant place to be. So don't miss it also for the place. At Leiria Con, there will be many publishers, Portuguese publishers, presenting their new games. It's always one of the most waited moments of the convention, the moment when the publishers are presenting their new games. There will be Pythagoras, there will be The Veer, there will be Mebo. I'm sure there will be more publishers presenting their games, and so it's always interesting to see the new games coming and also their prototypes. They also these publishers, they bring some prototypes for us to test in their final stages of testing. It's always interesting. There will be also tournaments on several games. There will be a stage of Carcassonne. There will be also a stage tournament of Vilar de Mouros. Not so recently, actually, released a Portuguese game which I really recommend you to try. So check it out. Don't miss the tournaments at Leiria Con. On the last day, there will be given the biggest award, Portuguese award for board games. It's called Meeple de Prata, and it's generally given to someone whose work has been prominent over the last year. It's a very well reputed award, and it's because it awards someone who has been working, or some organization or some company who has been working and bringing something new to our board game community and to the board game world in general. So on Sunday, check the Meeple de Prata. This trophy, this award, will be given on Sunday, the last day. Of course, there will be also lots of prototypes at the Leiria Con. There will be some of them. They will be presented by publishers, as I said before. But some of them they will be presented like by people like me and you who want their place, their shiny place at the board game community. So they are bringing their prototypes to test. There will be many prototypes. Of course, the most well-known names here are La Stanza, the recently successfully kickstarted game by Nuno Bizarro Sentiero and Paulo Soledad, the creators, the designers behind Nippon Madeira. Also, On Mars and Mercato by Vital Lacerda, the god Vital Lacerda, who created heavy games, generally heavy games, such as Kanban, Gallerist, and so on. Vital Lacerda will be there, and he will be one of the guests, one of the special guests, and the list is immense. The list is enormous. In this Leiria Con, the list of guests, we'll have Inca and Marcos Brand, designers of Nochmal and the Exit series, Isaac Childress, I think it's pronounced like that, designer of Gloomhaven, C.T. Lowe, publisher of the Wood Games, Paul Grogan from the Gaming Rules, Ben Maddox from designer of five games for Doomsday, Ella Ampogan from Ella Board Games, Stefan Stadler from Pegasus Spiel, Matthias Kramer or Kramer, the designer of Rococo and Glenmore, Tony Boydell, designer of Snowdonia and Copper Twaddle. Also, as I said, there will be some Portuguese designers, many Portuguese designers, not only the international ones. We'll have João Quintela Martins, the man behind Lusitania, Vital Lacerda, as I said before, David Santos Mendes, designer of Quinto Império, and of course Paulo Soledad e Nuno Bizarro Centeiro, designers, as I also said, of Nippon, La Stanza, Madeira, and the upcoming, the long-awaited Brazil. They are also part of the organization of this Leiria Con, and they will be there, of course. And they are also the responsible for lots of the information I'm presenting here today. Also, not less interesting, on Sunday morning, this is one of my favorite parts of the con, and this is something I think every con should have, every board game convention, and we are talking about the talks. There will be the Leiria Talks, a cycle of debates, discussions about board games, about several aspects of board games. So one is launching board games in Portugal, then bringing board games to social networks, board games in Portugal, in the world over the last years, meeting, and there will be also a meeting debate between groups, associations, and board game clubs of Portugal. This period, this Saturday morning is really, really interesting. If you want to present your opinions, your points of view about several aspects, this is the time where you can do it, and also where you can learn a lot from the very experienced people who will be there. Well, and I left the best for last. It's something, the last thing I'm going to announce here. It's the presence of 3 Portuguese designers and 3 Portuguese designers to whom I have a great appreciation. And first I'm going to talk about Orlando Sá. Orlando Sá is the designer of Adamastor, print and play game, a really cool print and play game about the discovery, the sailing and discovering the world, exploring the world. It's such a good game. I interviewed him last Christmas, and so you can check the great interview I did to him. And he is launching his new games. I cannot tell a lot right now. I know there will be many news coming from Orlando Sá concerning new games and prototypes. So Orlando Sá will also be at Leiria Con, and he's a really nice guy. So just look for him and meet him. He's gonna be busy as hell, but still, it's worth the talk. Also, last we have. I want to mention the launching of a new game, and this is going to be the worldwide presentation of a game, the first game designed by 2 good friends, 2 good guys with whom I worked last year for a few days, and hopefully this year again. And I'm talking about José Carlos Santos, most well known as Rola, and Luis Costa. They will be presenting their first game called Inzi. It's from what I know, it's a heavy, medium to heavy game, and they have been working on this project for quite a while, and finally it's going to be presented to the public, to the audience. I have a deep appreciation for these guys, not only because they are really cool guys, but because they believed in themselves, and they made their first game now, and they are presenting it to the public finally to be the target of criticism. It needs courage. It takes courage to do this. So I have a really deep appreciation for them, and I really wish their success huge success for their game and for their careers. I know they will be also presenting a prototype by Pythagoras Games. I think it's, I don't want to be mistaken, but I think it's six castles. They will also be there. They are also part of the organization of Leiria Con, and go there, meet them, check out the presentation of Inzi. I'm very sure it's gonna be one game you will be talking about over and over during 2009. So check it out, Inzi by the duo Rola and Costa. And finally, my friends, the usual, if you like this video, thanks for being there. Just thumbs up, you know it. And don't forget, subscribe to the channel. The Curious Box will be growing more and more because you are there checking the videos, checking our videos. So if you want to see new videos every week, just subscribe to the channel. It's right here. It's so easy. And don't forget to tick the bell to receive notifications about all the new videos. For now, that's all. Leiria Con this weekend. You can't miss it. Just go, 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 go. One last thing. Spirits of Carter mentioned the game I previewed a week ago, more or less a week ago, is now on Kickstarter. Go there, back it. It's a really cool card game. It's your time, it's your turn, it's your opportunity to allow a new game, a very good game, to see the light of day. So now that's all. I will see you at Leiria Con all weekend, many videos, and of course at one or many tables close to you.